Joe with Gramophone. We're here at CEDIA 2024 and we're in the Massimo booth, and we've got a special surprise for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about a category that's growing for Gramophone as a company, the outdoor category. We've got Bronson Gannon. Bronson, how are you?
Great, Joe. Great to have you here.
Great to be here. Bronson is the director of Polk and Definitive, so he's the right guy for us to be talking about with really this whole new venture, Bronson.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've brought out a brand new outdoor line with definitive technology called Dymension Outdoor. The great thing with Dymension Outdoor is that it's timbre-matched to our Dymension Series floor standing speakers that we have and our Dymension CI Max and CI Pro, which is great. Now with that, I have another little surprise for you at the end that I'll sneak in there in a minute. But let me take you through the line real quick.
Great.
It's going to be awesome. So if you come over here, we launched our all-weather series. These are our AW 650, 550, and 450. We revamped the previous version. We updated the transducers, and we also added a new model to the mix, which is the AW 450, a smaller model which is great for compact spaces, patios, stuff like that. These are sold in pairs, super easy to install. Surface mount has a 60-degree tilting mounting bracket so you can get the optimal listening angle. From there, we launched a brand new product that Definitive has never had before. It's our subsat system.
Wow.
So we launched our 10-inch subwoofer called the LS100. We also have a smaller version of it called the LS80, which is an 8-inch subwoofer. And it also has our satellite system, which is called the LS400. The satellite speakers are 32 ohms, so you can line up 4 of them in a single channel, and it ties back to the amplifier. That way you don't need to worry about blowing it. And we actually run everything on an M1 here today from Marantz. Super small, super convenient, really easy to use with HEOS built in.
So Bronson is truly a subsat system where these can be just, as you see here in the mulch,
Yep.
and the subwoofer can be kind of tucked wherever it needs to go.
Yep.
And you've now got a relatively invisible, great sounding outdoor system.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's great because you're able to put these anywhere in your yard, right? With the amount of speaker cable that you have, there's no limits so where you guys can put these things. And you can wire up to 8 subsats within this landscape system.
So with 8 of these subsats, it can be a big backyard.
Yeah, huge. We've had people asking if they can add more than 8, and we're trying to figure out a solution for that.
Okay.
But yes, it's great because they can be discreet, they can be visible, but no matter what, you're having that same great definitive technology sound throughout your entire yard. Going from there, another first from Definitive Technology are our new Bollards. This comes in 2 sizes, a 5.5-inch and a 6.5-inch woofer, both with built-in passive bass radiators, and it's a 70-volt, 100-volt product as well too, right down here.
So it's either traditional power or 70 volt, 100 volt?
Yes, we have an 8-ohm bypass on the bottom of there too, and I believe it goes from 7.5 watts to 30 watts.
That's awesome because
it's great.
You can use it in either commercial or residential applications.
Exactly, and we have deck screws that come with it. We also have landscape spikes that go with it as well too, to make sure that it's always going to be stable and sturdy and in place wherever you put it. Now, as you see in this beautiful pergola, the last thing that you noticed, I'm sure, was this massive, beautiful Sony TV. But next to it, you probably see these slim bars. This is our Mythos LCR bar. This bar is incredible. The slimline form factor, the amount of drivers that we have in there, it reproduces sound like you've never heard before from something so small. The great thing about these is that they're IP66 rated as well too. So you can take them inside or outside transitional areas, water, dirt, dust, not a problem for it. So it's great for indoor and outdoor audio.
And because of the way you've engineered those Mythos drivers, you really get kind of remarkably good bass out of such an incredibly slim and flush. And people don't necessarily want to see something big sticking off.
Exactly.
That really works well.
It's great. And within the Mythos, we have passive bass radiators, as we do with everything in Definitive Technologies line. The AW, the Bollards, the subsat, clearly that has a subwoofer there. In the Mythos, they all have passive bass radiators. That really gives you that deep, tight, refined bass that everybody is looking for. Definitive Technology is known for.
And the one thing we haven't talked about at this point is amplification. Do you have any information for us there?
Yes. So we're at CEDIA, the Home Integration Show. We really wanted to make sure that we're showing off our latest products. So all of our speakers that we have here today are running off of Marantz M4. So we have our 8 subsats and 1 subwoofer in the hallway, 1 zone. We have our Bollards, another zone. And we also have all 6 of our AW speakers playing all on 3 different zones. We're using 2 M4s right now. Absolutely incredible setup, great sounding products, and they're so easy to use, and they easily fit right into your rack as well too. One last thing that we're doing when we're powering our outdoor theater demo, we're utilizing the Denon AVR X 3800H right down here. As I'm sure you can see, the beautiful Marantz portholes and the traditional Denon AVR.
So really what you've done is you've created a whole series of speakers. We can choose based on what the homeowner wants, whichever of those speakers go together, and you have the amplification with the M4 to be able to use multiples of those to get as many of these zones done as we need to get done.
Exactly. We really came in and really wanted to create a new outdoor line. COVID was crazy for everyone.
Yes.
Right? More people were spending time outside at their house, and they needed more entertainment. So we took that to heart, and we really wanted to make sure that we gave the customer what they needed to have. We wanted to have them an entertaining space. We wanted them to make sure that they can enjoy the outdoors as well as they do the indoors. And now this is a new time and a new place for people to entertain, as opposed to just inside. And while you have the Dymension line, and everything's timbre matched, you have the same great sound from inside moving outside with no ripping, no tearing, no distortion, nothing like that.
Sounds fantastic. You know, Bronson, with Gramophone being located in Maryland, we're in a cold weather state. We've really found that people love outdoor entertainment because once the winter's done and they start spending time outdoors, they want to really enjoy themselves. So I think with this new Dymension series that you've showed us, you've really covered a lot of ground and really expanded our ability to satisfy what our customers are looking for.
Awesome. That's great. I love hearing that stuff, and I can't wait to see some stuff out in Maryland.
Bronson, Gannon, thank you so much for joining us. And we thank all of you in Gramophone land for watching this video with us. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe. Helps us out quite a bit. And go to gramophone.com to find out more about this line of products that we now have from Definitive, and of course all the rest of our great brands. Thanks again for watching. We look forward to seeing you soon.